Again, like Dr. Harris said, we apologize for our tardiness. Would you please, welcome to the Penn Trafford School District's information meeting for the school board on Monday, August the 10th. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Rebecca, are we voting on anything tonight?
Yes.
Yes,
And would you please do a roll call?
Mrs. Issing?
Yes.
Roll call. Dr. Klein?
Sorry.
Mr. Kachasik?
Here.
Dr. Koshko?
Here.
Mr. Leonard?
Here.
Mr. Matarazzo?
Here.
Mr. Nemec?
Here.
Mr. Otto?
Here.
Mr. Petrucci?
Here.
President, we have a quorum.
Thank you. I'll do that, Matt. Special reports, CWCTC, Mr. Matarazzo.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. CTC used to be the VOTEC, and it's hard sometimes for us to say CTC, what's the VOTEC? It's now CTC. A lot of good things happening there. They are growing rapidly. Right now, we have 1,585 students, and they're actually adding on buildings. And we have 29 different courses. They're tying in with Penn State, and once Penn State got involved, then Pitt wants involved, community college, and I forget one of the other colleges that have joint credits, like credit eligibility, like we have at the high school, so a kid can get credit while they're going to the CTC. They'll be doing their middle school road show coming in. It's up to our counselors. They'll set up a day where the CTC will come in and talk to the kids about what's offered. And just want to encourage more and more people to get involved. It's very fortunate for these kids not to worry about a college debt. They have a good program, and they get jobs. I think over 60% of the kids that go there have a job when they leave. And so we're very, very proud of what goes on there. And as part of our school district, we need to understand we are paying for that. It runs us about, am I right, about $6,500 a student? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's part of our budget. We talk about budget a little bit later, but that's part of our budget. We have, I think, 130 students this year. Beck, is that about right?
A little more.
A little more.
37
Whoa.
or 39, give or take.
Every year
Well,
it
we
gets
know
more and
when
more.
school starts.
So we're real proud of it.
Over 10% of the high school.
Yeah. So just to pass that along. That's it for me, Mr. President. Oh, I'm sorry. One other thing. They are having a golf outing to help raise money. They're going to have a golf outing at Madison Country Club. They are asking if anybody wants to do a theme basket, sporting goods. They're going to have a raffle, et cetera. So if anybody's interested, I have a flyer on it. Okay? Thank you, Mr. President.
You're welcome. Thank you for the report, Mr. Matarazzo. Before I go into executive session and tell you what we spoke about or listened or got information, I'm going to ask Christina if she could give a explanation of what executive session is for our young scouts.
Hi, it's wonderful to see you here. I am the school board's attorney. And so the school board is a governmental agency, and they are to conduct their business as they are here in public. So whenever they vote or take action and discuss it, it should be in public in an open meeting. But there are exceptions to that rule, where if they're talking about an employee, a personnel-related matter, or perhaps a confidential student matter, or anything involving where they would need advice from counsel as far as litigation, if they wanted to sell real estate and they wanted to discuss, well, what do you think we could sell it for? Obviously, you wouldn't put that out in public because then everyone knows what your money is that you're looking for. So there are various exceptions. Collective bargaining is one, as well as student safety and security. So the board is allowed for those exceptions to meet in private to discuss, but they don't take official action. They can discuss it and then they come to the actual open board meeting, and that's where they'll take action.
Thank you. Well said. So before I say what we discussed in executive session, I wanted you guys to understand what it was. So the board did meet prior to this meeting at 5:15 PM. We received information on personnel, collective bargaining and contracts, and confidential student issues. Board also received information on enrollment in each of our buildings. After having said that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Harris.
Oh, thank you very much. We are getting ready for August 27th, the first day of school. That's our big day. We already have open house dates were listed. The first student information will be sent home to you via the postcard again, so you can have your bus and bus stop information. The prospectus will be sent out with all of our back to school updates. We're also started, if you've noticed, our kids are already practicing for athletics and extracurriculars that begin in August. We're preparing and finalizing all of our buildings. I know Mr. Richards, who sits at the end, he's in charge of all the buildings and maintenance. We're finishing our last projects, getting the buildings prepared. And I guess Power School will be coming out. What day does Power School open, Tiffany? 17th, and that's when you get your schedules and all the fun stuff. So a lot of things on the plate, things to look forward to. Which scout troop are you with? 230. And what grade level are you in right now? Sixth grade?
We're all 6.
Okay. How many people are planning on being an Eagle Scout someday? Couple of students. I'm telling you now, I always need Eagle Scout projects for the school district. We have received a lot of great support from our students who were prior Eagle Scouts. They have improved our district greatly, so if you're ever looking for a project, come see me. We love our scouts, and we get a lot of benefit from you, okay?
And also come and see me down at BY Projects down in Trafford. We have a lot of work done. And the Eagle Scouts have already done a lot of work. So you kids who live in Level Green, just come right over the hill, and believe me, I will find some projects. They're dying. But then you people have been very good to us, Eagle Scouts, very good.
Very blessed, yeah.
So I assume you gentlemen are all going into Penn Middle together, or Trafford?
Penn Middle.
So 6th grade? A little nervous? A little excited? We wish you the best of luck, and I'm sure you're going to do this anyway. If you guys, I know you're here for your community badge, I assume. Did you guys have any questions for us you'd like to answered?
No, we just need to listen.
Well, if you have a question on anything you guys hear, you please feel free to ask us before the end of the meeting. Sorry,
Mr.
Doc.
President, I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
comment for our scouts. I am an Eagle Scout, and I didn't say I was an Eagle Scout. I am an Eagle Scout. I got it years ago, and still, I have been interviewed for a few jobs over the years. I didn't do a lot of job hopping, and I always put it on my resume, and without fail, it came up that they looked at that Eagle Scout on there, and that meant something. And a lot of times it was another Eagle Scout that was involved in the interview process, and Eagle Scout's a lot of work. I got. Is this tonight? Is this for citizenship in the community?
Yes, it is.
And then you'll do citizenship in the nation? It's citizenship at home, nation, and community, right? Is that the way it still is?
There was citizenship.
In the world, too, yeah. Miles an Eagle Scout a long time ago, but I had 38 merit badges, too. So I really enjoyed it. I liked it.
Very good.
Keep up the good work.
Yes.
And then other information, Mr. Matarazzo, you wanted to make a comment. You asked about the taxes?
Oh, we're gonna wait till it comes, it's like at the end of the,
Oh, I was
I'll do
gonna
it,
have you-
that's fine with me, but
Yeah,
I
I was
saw
gonna
it
have
on
you
here.
here during information, because I don't think we're voting on anything for taxes.
Okay. I wanted to share because of this time of the year with taxes, big concern that came up when we had the millage increase, et cetera, and I wanted to kind of just share. Mrs. Rodriguez did an excellent job of presenting the full budget. We have to make the budget public, and unfortunately, there's more people here today than the night we made the public. She did a great job, almost line by line, where money goes. Approximately 74% of our budget is for instructional costs. We're not wasting money. In fact, we're pretty proud that, we're in the bottom 5% of the per pupil cost in the state. Right now, our per pupil cost is $17,498 per pupil. And that's why it's a shared experience. It's not, can you imagine as a parent if you had to pay that per child? What if you had 2 or 3? That's why the whole community pays property tax. It's not one person. But with that, sometimes people get upset, our senior citizens, like, I don't have any kids in school, how come I'm paying taxes? because it's shared in the community. And this community is enhanced because of our school district. The state recognizes the needs, and they give what's called an index. An index is what the state feels you should need for your year. This year, the index was 4.5%. Our school district, our budget was only 3.5. We didn't go to the index. We could have, but we still tried to cut where we could to make it feasible for our whole group. Now, also, you look at millage. When it comes to millage in Westmoreland County, we rank 8th out of 16 schools. We're not the most expensive school, et cetera, and it shows that. Millage, though, can be kind of difficult to understand. Millage is determined by your assessed value, not the value of your house, not what you bought it for, not what you can sell it for, but what is assessed at. And then they take a percentage of that. And again, it's 1/100th of a percent. Am I right?
$1 for every $1,000 of assessed value.
There we go. But it differs because of, I don't know if you've noticed, if you write up 130, there's not a lot of businesses. But if you write up 22 and 30, wow, there's all these businesses, and guess what? They all pay taxes. So a mill in Penn Trafford brings in about $344,000. A mill in Hempfield, when they go up, pardon me,
334,000.
344, is that what I said?
334.
334, thank you.
Thank
That's why she's where she is. But if you went to Hempfield, guess what one mill brings in for Hempfield? 660,000. So if we have the same millage, guess what? They're getting a whole lot more money than we bring in here. So how we distribute that, use it, is so important. And also, just want to encourage you, when you take a look at how money's being spent, we try to be very frugal through the years. I can't think of any year that this district has ever went to the index, where the state said, oh, you can get X amount of dollars. We've never took the maximum. Also, the state, we get about $24 million from the state. And that's a lot, about 10% less than it was several years ago. So we're getting less money and trying to do more with less. But also from the state, there's additional monies that go because it's based on a formula. And some of that formula is non-English speaking students, poverty level. There's about 6 things, and guess what? We don't rank very high in those areas. So we don't get as much from the state as, let's say, believe it or not, Franklin and other school districts around us get more than we do because of the makeup of our community. So I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about cost. And as far as the senior exemptions, being one, you know, a lot of people say, well, I'm a senior, why do I have to pay as much taxes? Can you give us a break? The answer is no, it's not our decision. We as a school board at Penn Trafford School, we can't determine who pays how much or whatever. That's done by the state. So talk to our state representatives, Mr. Rosel. That has to be state determined if we have senior discounts or anything like that. Local school district has no say in that whatsoever. We might feel sorry for you, and I agree. There's a couple of us on this board that are in that category, but that has nothing to do with us. So I don't know if any other board members want to share anything budget-wise. Hope I touched enough.
Just real quick, you brought up Hempfield. Hempfield also has Route 30 in Westmoreland Mall, which brings in quite a bit extra tax money compared to 130.
I taught at Gateway a long time ago. One time, a buddy of mine out there told me they got $2 million from the Monroeville Mall. Can you imagine getting $2 million? Dairy Queen's not going to do it. I wish they would, but that's part of the business of education. So we just want to pass that along. I don't know if anybody else wants to. Hopefully I covered it
All I
enough.
was gonna say is, I think the young gentleman may have qualified for a budget and finance school board badge. Congratulations.
Thank
We're gonna go move on.
That's all I have for tonight. I'm gonna try to, you want me to say what's going on for next week? or
Sure,
doing-
yep.
Next
We have
week,
something to- Yep.
next week, under athletics and extracurricular, we're gonna ask you to employ fall athletic and year-round extracurricular personnel, approve volunteer coaches. Under budget and finance, we're gonna ask you to approve contributions to the area libraries. We won't have any items under buildings and grounds and safety. Under employee relations, negotiations, transportation, we're gonna ask you to approve bus drivers and monitors. Under food service, we're gonna ask you to approve cafeteria personnel, adopt a resolution regarding free and reduced lunch programs.
Dr. Harris, can I
Yes.
interject for Mr. Klein, Dr. Klein?
Yeah.
I'm so proud of our cafeteria, truly. When you kids come up to the high school, you'll be amazed at the food you're able to get here. But our cafeteria, the free lunch program is still in effect this year for K through 8. Some things went up a little bit, but very important for families to know. They're doing a lot more health-oriented. What's out? Artificial dyes and food additives. They're taking these out as best they can. They're very, very strong on this as far as Aramark. Artificial dyes, the blue dyes, the green dyes, got a whole list of what they're not having in our lunches. So it's very important just so you know that. And very proud of what our people do for our kids. And so I just pass that along. Thank you.
Thank you. And under food service, we're also gonna ask you to approve the milk supplier. Under personnel and curriculum, we do have an action item, and I know there's a long list of names, but can you read the first two because we have them in the audience tonight, under the action?
You only want me to read the first two?
Yes, and then you can say as listed.
I'll tell you what, I'll read them all.
It's up to you.
Is
However,
this online? Is this public information?
yes,
So, obviously, there's a whole lot of information on here and a whole lot of names.
correct.
But in the interest of time, please, look at the rest of the story. But I know when I was hired for my career, it felt good. Like, my mom and dad heard my name and
Then
never did they ever
please
believe
read
that
all
I
of it.
would
Please
turn
do.
out the way that I did as a young man. So, somewhere out there is a set of parents that are proud to hear their kids' names. So, move to employ the following personnel. New employment is contingent upon the receipt of all necessary documentation, which will include clearances, Act 34, 151, 114 from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania within 30 days. Melanie Johns, Jenna Jessup, Jamie Whittick, Olivia Burke, Connor Cortazzo, Katie Crumpton, Ellen Blahovic, Whitney Roboski, Marissa Owl, Elizabeth Staker, Nicole Bond, Emma Little, Alexis Buzzard, Colette Mitchell, Jacqueline Aquilio, Megan Martin Ivory, Allison Prady, Kalina Jubik, Jolene McGurk, Dylan Stewart, Madeline Shuck, Lindsay Stokes, Olivia Nicasio, Jennifer Litch, Brooke Timko, Michelle Krieger, Denise Bell, Amelia Bach, Emily Myers, Stephanie Froggatt, Catherine Hines, Stephanie Kravitz, Juliana DeZorzi, Megan Gent, Allison Pierce, Jenna Johnson, Justin Stott, Heather Toulis, Haley Brenny, Beth Moles, Ashley Bodner, Patrick Shaw, Shelby Miller, Catherine Schoen, Sean McSwiggan, Braden Boggs, Christina Matthews, and Christina Wingfield. Congratulations and welcome aboard.
You'll need a second.
I'll second that.
Question?
Question being called for. This is a roll call vote. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Mr. Otto.
And if we can have Jenna Jessup and Melanie Johns, if you can come up to the microphone. They're our podium. We just hired them as our 2 new classroom teachers for next year. Jenna is going to be teaching at Level Green with special education. Can you tell us which room and which placement?
I'm at Level Green in the life skills room.
And how long have you worked for the district in some capacity?
About 3 years.
3 years. So, and you've been serving. You was a long-term sub for 5th grade. You was an SLA or a special ed elementary assistant, so, and a substitute.
Yeah.
Different varieties. So, what are you most looking forward to?
I just really enjoy everyone that I work with, and I'm excited to get to know the students and teach.
And where did you go to college?
IUP.
IUP. So we have another IUP grad. It's nice to have you here, and you worked hard for this. So I'm glad. I'm glad you're going to have your first school year under my term as superintendent. So thank you.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
aboard.
I appreciate
Welcome.
it. Thank you.
And Molly, I'm going to ask you the same questions. Well, first of all, where are you going to be?
I'll be at Penn Middle School teaching social studies and ELA.
All right. And how long have you worked for us? I know you a couple more years.
6 years, so this is my 7th.
Yeah. And you was a you was a day-to-day sub, and then you was an SLA for maybe 5 years.
4 years.
4 years. Okay. Sunrise.
Yep.
So we're definitely glad to have you. And where did you go to, I know you're an alumni of PT, and where did you go to for college?
IUP also,
All
and
right,
then
all
Stephen
right.
Hill also for my master's degree.
Well, I'm so happy that you got the position, and you worked very hard for it as well. So, and the kids at Penn Middle will be very lucky, and you might have 3 of those boys. They might be there, and you might recognize them maybe from the elementaries, because I don't know if they went to one of your feeding schools or not. No? Oh, you all went to McCullough, yeah. And she's actually a parent of a school, and your kids went to McCullough when they were younger.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, do you
And
remember?
my youngest will be at Penn Middle too, so.
Oh, there he is in the back, so you should be very proud of
He's
mom.
thrilled, no?
Nah, and we're very proud, we're very lucky to have her. Both teachers, it's very nice, welcome aboard.
Yeah, congratulations.
Very grateful.
Go out for ice cream afterwards, celebrate. And that's actually for personnel. Next week, we're also gonna have to designate official raters, approve staff assignments, approve student handbooks, approve substitute teachers and support personnel, approve personnel agenda, issue professional contracts, approve the 26-27 Title I non-pub service agreement, approve student assistant program agreement, approve conference, approve the assistant superintendent agreement, which I'm very happy for, amend business manager contracts. Under Policy Public Relations Legislative Title II, we're going to ask you to tentatively approve board policy. And under Taxes, Insurance, Census, we're going to ask you to award the athletic sports insurance coverage, revise homestead and farmstead exclusion resolution, exonerate taxes. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Kachasik for adjournment.
Thank you, Dr. Harris. Okay, gentlemen, having listened to all that wonderful information, do you guys still not have any good questions for us? All right, we do appreciate you guys coming on, and we wish you the best of luck at Penn Middle and in the future of the Scouts, and congratulations to our incoming teachers, and thank you for the rest of you guys coming. Do I have a motion to close the meeting?
Motion.
All right, meeting closed, adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Huh?